our goals, and I think everybody thinks that I make it look easy, but I want to just take a little bit of time and talk about our goals and where we want to go and where we want to be and how we push through and then we get there as far as trying to achieve them. Because I think a lot of times we see ourselves as whether it's inferior to where we're going to be in 2 to 3 years, or we don't know how we're going to become that person. So I want you guys to just kind of shrink it down a little bit into thinking about what the person that you want to be in 2 years. Who is that person? What do they do on a daily basis? What are the habits that they have? How does that person act? Who do they interact with? Who are their friends? Really the identity of that person. What's that type of person and what do they do on a day-to-day basis? And then I want you to think about if you sat down and interviewed that person or did a podcast or anything like that and just ask them, how did you get there? What have you done the last 2 years to get here? What have you been doing? You know, who have you been talking to? What kind of research have you been doing? And then instead of trying to become this person on a day-to-day basis, I think it's easier to think about learning. So if you took 15 minutes out of your day every single day to learn about who that person is, what did they do to get there? What did she really have to push through? What did she have to overcome? What were the challenges? What were some of the things that she wished she knew now that she knows then, right? What are these things as that person? What did they really learn? Because if I look at my first year in real estate and then I look 2 years into real estate, I would have told myself so many different things. I would have said, do this, don't do this. Like there's so many different things that you need to do. And as a new real estate agent, it's hard to kind of focus on what you need to do. But if you focus on just learning a little bit day by day. So all you need to commit to this is about 10 to 15 minutes every single day. 10 to 15 minutes, commit to learning about that person that you want to be. I'm sure there's a million realtors and business people and entrepreneurs out there that you guys could, that you look up to or that you admire or that you aspire to be. Just research a little bit, 15 minutes a day on somebody like that. What do they do? How do they do it? How did they get there? What did they overcome? And focus on those 15 minutes a day of that person. And the next day, do the same thing. And the next day, do the same thing. Because I think trying to become that type of person up front is really, really hard. But if we focus on learning to be like that, just focus on learning. 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day. Focus on learning to be like that. And then it snowballs. The next day, you learn a little bit more. And the next day, you learn a little bit more. So that will be extremely helpful, and it takes the daunting task of trying to become this person, and it's just inch by inch you become a different type of person, type of realtor. I know my first year in real estate, I was a completely different realtor. I dealt with people very differently. I followed up with people really differently. It's a very different mindset when you've done it for a while. And something that'd be really good. I've talked to somebody in here about kind of routine and how to sit down and fix your routine and what are you doing on a day-to-day basis, and what time should I be waking up in the morning? What time should I be doing my follow-up? What time should I be, showing clients? It really doesn't matter what time you wake up in the morning. What does matter, what is the most important thing, is how you wake up in the morning. So your morning routine is going to set the standard for the day of what you're about to do. Try it one day, sit in bed for an hour, 2 hours, and just look at your phone on Instagram. It will ruin your whole day, right? So your morning routine is setting the stage for the day that's ahead. I don't know if a lot of you guys have tried to contact me early in the morning, but I've changed to moving my phone away from my bed in the morning to the bathroom. That's where it charges in the morning. That's part of my morning routine. And I've also, another thing in my routine is I delete Instagram and Facebook off of my phone. So if I want to post to Instagram or to Facebook, I have to download the app, and then I post what I need to post, and then I delete the app again, which gets me from habitually going onto Instagram and just scrolling and scrolling, because that's not in what my strategy is right now about going on Instagram, messaging people, clients, buyers and sellers, or messaging other realtors for recruiting. That's not part of my strategy right now, so I don't need it. So the only thing I really need my Instagram for is for posting, and same with Facebook. So that's one of the strategies that I've implemented, and I try not to do any work for the first hour and a half of my day, as far as returning emails, getting on that phone, because we have it's tough for us to differentiate our phone from something that we work with to something that we play with. Because our brain always, when we pick up the phone, it always has a tendency to do the fun things. That's just what our brain wants to do. But it's the same object that we use to do work every single day. So to try to retrain our brain that we do work, we pick up the phone and we do work, I always like to come down, stay off the phone, and get on the computer. And that habit makes me start working instantly when I get up. So and another crazy thing that I've implemented, I like to try things and I like to see how it works. Just having a cold shower in the morning sucks, but it invigorates me, it wakes me up, and it makes me think about what I need to do instead of relaxing and wanting to go back to sleep, right? It definitely sucks, but I've tried it and it's made me more productive in the morning. It's stimulated me, it made me more energetic and focus on the things that I need to do. So try that, and if you create this 15 minutes into your morning routine of trying to research the person that you want to be in the future, or the person that you want to aspire to be, then that's going to put you on the trajectory of where you need to be. So I just wanted to kind of share that a little bit with you guys, because I know it's helped me for the last couple weeks that I've done it. So I wanted to kind of share that. And the phone is really tough, because if you if you can't sleep at night, there's usually, and you go to pick up your phone, you're not going to sleep, right? You're just going to keep surfing and keep surfing. Whereas if you just force yourself to sleep, I play an audiobook and I sleep to that. So then I'm actually learning, and the phone's away. I have no way to touch it. So it forces me into the habit. The environment that you're in is what creates the habit, right?